In today's equity index futures markets, let's look at the S&P 500 futures as they're recovering today. S&P 500 futures coming off of a big intraday swing yesterday where we did see them higher early in the session and then reversing and trading down at one time, almost down over 1% before coming off those intraday lows, but still giving up some ground yesterday. Now today we're seeing a recovery as the markets are digesting the various data points that we had this morning, coupled with the price action in some of the big stocks over the last couple of days. And S&P 500 futures are pushing back up towards the higher end of the range here throughout the day. And looking at the driving factors, overnight some buying pressure was in the market after the selling pressure closed out the day yesterday. We did see some higher price action in the overnight sessions, but really the catalyst today appears to be consumer sentiment data. It came in better than expected as far as sentiment, as well as inflation expectations coming in below what was expected, and that appears to be another catalyst today as to why we're experiencing some higher price action. After the release of that data, the market did make another leg higher. Pretty much all the major equity index futures markets moved higher after the release of that data point this morning. And now looking at the price action, the S&P 500 futures are still in a potential position to close lower on the week, although we are continuing to move back towards those levels that we did close at last Friday. But intra-week, we did see an intra-week or an all-time high intra-week in the S&P 500 futures before giving up some ground here the last couple of sessions. But today we're seeing, again, higher price action, negating some of that. And really it's pretty much across the board today where we're seeing higher price action in all four of the major equity index futures markets.